Remax's Sam Correa in now with his weekly segment. We're going to look at a few properties this morning, sort of closer to the average in Calgary. We'll get into those in a moment, but first, you've got some numbers pretty hot off the presses in terms of the real estate picture in Calgary. A little bit grim, to be honest, Sam.
Well, they were released yesterday. And so officially we're down 32% as far as activity. What that relates to is the average house has dropped about 30,000. This year we're about 15,000 sales. Last year at this time we're about 20,000 sales, and so down 5%.
So 5%, sorry, that's the number of properties being sold, or the average price of a property has dropped?
The average price of a property is down about only 5%.
It's down about 5%.
Yeah.
Okay, and is that about what you expected as we've been sort of watching this happen?
Actually, we thought it would be a bit more.
Okay.
So we're all year we thought it would be 5 to 10%, but it's really only about 5. So
good news, bad news in some ways.
Yeah, it's kind of what we expected.
Right. Okay, let's get into a few of these properties. This is interesting. We're sort of going to look at two different properties in the same price range. The first, $650,000, and this is one of the few gated communities in our city.
Yes, it's just close by here. It's called the Mansions, and what's very unique about this complex is you can see it's one of only 9 gated communities in the city, and it's a full brick exterior, full concrete roof, so the cost to maintain this complex is very low. It's also a bare land condo, and so as a result you can still have, if you're coming from a home, still have that ability to do your own plantings and have a great backyard and not really feel like you're going from a home to a condo setting without missing out some of those nice things that you have in the home.
Very spacious too. It's a really nice sort of bright, open kind of space, as you can see there.
It's a very open plan. It's accommodating, I think, the buyer who would be either a small family or someone who's an empty nester. Obviously not a ton of rooms, 2 bedrooms on the upper floor and then a couple bedrooms in the lower level, but a nice open layout, and it's not what you would expect in some of these villas.
Yeah, and you were saying sort of turnkey. This is absolutely ready to go.
It's really nothing to do. The homeowner has recently replaced all the appliances and touched up all the entire paint. It's about as turnkey as it comes. It was built in about 2000, so it's quite immaculate.
And lots of CTV Morning Live viewers in the community. We met them while we were down shooting this. So if you're a viewer and you're watching this morning, you could go get in with some people and talk about the show every morning. So that'd be good. You were also mentioning a bit of a backyard. I think we're going to get to that in a second. This is the nice, bright sort of master bedroom, though, with a great view.
The views are throughout most rooms. This is the master we're looking through, and the master ensuite as well. And great community. As we were there that day, I think a few of the residents came out to greet you, which was great.
Right.
Real fan. You got a few fans in the complex,
which
is great. They love the show.
Okay, and here's the backyard sort of space, and as you were mentioning, you don't always get this in this type of a community or property. So
when people think condo, they think apartment, they think they're going to give up what they like, sitting outside, enjoying the outdoors, and this is quite a great feature to have if you're coming from a home.
So this $650,000, the next property we're going to get to, this is a condo on the river, and this is
Point McKay.
Yeah, $675.
So just on the market today.
Okay.
And very few come up on the river like we see here. So I assume this would probably transact in the next 2 weeks, just simply because there's your view from your back deck. It's right on the river, and so if you like the walking paths or run to downtown, it's right there. So only $675. It is about 1,500 square foot split level plan with a double attached garage, and it's the best location in the complex for only $675.
Yeah,
quite excited about this today.
And so nice to be on the river. Great stuff. Now next week we're going to have a closer look at buying a condo. There are some pitfalls that we need to be aware of, some critical questions to ask, so we're going to get some tips from you next week.
Lots to know, a lot of mistakes people make.
Right.
And absolutely.
Okay, look forward to that. That is Remax's Sam Correa. For more information, you can head to samcorrea.ca.
The Market, sponsored by Sam Correa of Remax House of Real Estate.